Hi students, welcome to my another lecture session. This video will be about employee discipline and this is the second part of this video. So in this video we'll be discussing in detail about employee discipline and I'm making this video especially for HR students. So let us start. First, let us see what we covered earlier. In my earlier video about employee discipline, we covered about, we tried to understand employee discipline and then we covered objectives of employee discipline. Now in this video, the learning objectives would be what are the significance of discipline in an organization, and what are the causes of indiscipline, why indiscipline happens, what are the basic causes of indiscipline. Okay, so let us proceed further. So significance of discipline. So what is the significance of discipline? Significance of discipline, we can analyze these from three aspects: from the point of view of an individual, from the point of view of work group, means group of workers, and from the point of view of the organization. So let us first see what are the significance of discipline from the point of view of an individual. So see, from the point of view of an individual, you consider yourself. If you are disciplined, then what happens? You can lead your life more smoothly, right? So in the same way, when individual workers are disciplined, individual employees are disciplined in an organization, they can ensure self-safety. They can ensure self-safety. They can expect good progress in organization. They will have good career growth in an organization. And when employees would be disciplined, individual employee would be disciplined, you'd be more satisfied. Rather, we can say more satisfied. If you want to be more satisfied, you need to be disciplined. So these are the benefits, these are the significance of discipline from the point of view of the individual. Now let us see from the point of view of the workers, means in organization, workers, in few cases, workers work in group. So in case of this group, what are the significance of discipline? Let us see. See, when the workers who are disciplined, when they are working in a group, then what happens? There would be better team management. There would be better teamwork. There would be cordial relationship between the workers, among the workers. And while there would be cordial relationship, good understanding, better understanding between the workers, what happens? Obviously, the productivity of the individual workers will go high. So while they are working in a disciplined manner, what happened? The teamwork, means the particular team, they can expect better performance, good progress, they will see good progress, higher productivity, and obviously their motivation at the end of the day, their motivation, the team motivation will be at the high. If the workers, those who are working, they are disciplined. So I hope you understood. So these are the benefits, these are the significance of discipline in a work group. So let us see what are the benefits, what are the significance of the of discipline in organizational context. Why organization should ensure discipline in an organizational context? Why? Because when employees, as I told you earlier, disciplined employees, they will produce higher output, they will produce more output, they will be productive in an organization. So if you can ensure, if management can ensure discipline in organization, obviously the management can expect better productivity from the employees, from the end of the employees. And while we talk about better productivity, we must say that better productivity in from the aspect of quality also. That means quality output. You can expect quality output. Management can expect quality output from organization, from the employees. So at the end of the day, while we talk about productivity, better productivity, qualitative output, then obviously we need to talk about wastage. That means minimization of the wastage. Okay, so if the employees are disciplined, so there would be less wastage. There would be appropriate application of the resources, proper utilization of the resources. Their sense of belongingness with the organization, that would be high. So these are the significance of discipline in an organizational context. So from this point of view, from this discussion, you should understand that the importance of discipline in an organizational context is it is very high. So let us see. Okay, so this is the next topic of this discipline. Why indiscipline happens in an organization? Why indiscipline happens? So, in the same way as we discussed the importance of discipline, we can discuss the causes of indiscipline. That means basic causes of indiscipline from various aspects, from the point of view of the employee, from the point of view of the employer, and from the point of the view of the society. Okay. Now, let us see. See, from the point of the view of the organizational factors, few organizational factors are there. Because of those organizational factors, indiscipline happens in organization. Because of some individual factors, indiscipline happens in an organization. Because of some environmental factors, indiscipline happens in an organization. Now we'll come one by one. What are the organizational factors? Let us discuss. There may be various organizational factors that can provoke indiscipline in an organization. First, you think about, if I talk about recruitment and selection. If management hires a wrong people, a wrong person, a wrong candidate, if the management fails to assess the traits of individuals, like his attitude, his tolerance level, during recruitment, then what will happen? You'll have to bear huge amount of cost while you'll engage that particular person in work. Because every time you'll see the workers who are indisciplined, they'll try to challenge the decision of the management. No, I'll not obey this rule. No, this should not be the rule. This should not, the management should not do this. So they will try to challenge the management for each and every decisions. Okay. Lack of code of conduct. Lack of code of conduct means if an organization doesn't have any appropriate code of conduct, rules, regulations, proper rules, regulations, how should employee behave? What are the guidelines the employee should follow? If the organization doesn't have this kind of code of conduct, then what happens? The employees will be in confusion. So employees always try, they will try to break the rule. So if you do not have code of conduct, if they're breaking rule, if you do not have any particular what kind of steps you will take, if you do not have this kind of guideline, then what will happen? Discipline will arise. Suppose if your working condition in an organization, if work condition is such that employee, they're forced to feel ill, then what happens? The ill feeling among the workers, that also may generate indiscipline, because each and every time they will try to evade from their responsibility if they are feeling ill. Another one, leadership. See, I have given this example earlier also. Leadership means a lot in an organization. Not in an organization, you think about cricket teams. Leadership plays a very important role. The cricketers are same, the players are same, but because of leadership, difference in leadership style, few teams are winning matches, and few of the, in spite of having good quality, good cricketers, they're not being able to win the matches. So in the same way, the workers may be different. The thinking of the workers, the behavior of the workers, that may differ. But strong leadership in an organization, if strong leadership is there, then what happens? Everything will fall in line. But the leadership, if the leadership is ineffective, what happens? Obviously, there would be a distrustful relationships among the workers. There would be distrustful relationship among the management and the workers. So at the end of the day, what will happen? Indiscipline will arise. Then another point is that while we talk about organizational factor, discriminate use of punishment. Discriminate use of punishment means, suppose if I take an example, like if X has done something wrong, and the same mistake or same kind of indiscipline has come from the end of Y, employee Y. So employee X has done the same thing has done by employee Y. But you have taken strong steps against X and you have not taken strong steps against Y. So you are discriminating, you are giving punishment. But if you are giving punishment, but if there is an kind of indiscrimination, then what will happen? Indiscipline will arise among the workers, right? Then divisive policies pursued by management. Divisive policies means divide and rule. You must have heard about this term. British used to apply this rule, divide and rule policy. Means you divide and rule. If the management is taking this kind of steps, this kind of thinking, if management is having divide and rule, means I'll rule the workers by dividing them. So divide and rule policy. So again, indiscipline will arise. Biased performance evaluation means if you do not have good performance management evaluation technique, if you are not applying good performance evaluation technique, what will happen? Suppose Mr. X is he's working here, he's working in an organization, and in the same organization Mr. Y is also working. But because of biased management, biased performance evaluation, what happens? It is showing that in performance evaluation sheet, it is showing that Mr. X's performance is better than Y's performance. But in reality, it may not so happen. So biased performance evaluation, if you are applying, then what will happen? Again, the ill feeling will generate. Okay, and this ill feeling will lead to indiscipline. Next, absence of grievance redressal mechanism. Absence of grievance redressal mechanism, that means if any employee is aggrieved, if he is having any kind of complaint, if he is feeling any kind of if he is feeling something wrong, so if you do not have mechanism to redress the problem, to redress his grievances, to solve the problem, then what will happen? The employee will feel, no, this management is not good. So again, the employee will become indisciplined. I hope you understood the causes of discipline because of organizational factors. Now we'll discuss what are the causes of discipline because of individual factors. See, while in an organization, employees are working, all the employees are not same. They're having different, they're from different educational background. They have different experience, they have different values, they have different attitudes, they are from different beliefs, they have different personality. So it is obvious that an employee who is well educated, it is expected that he or she will behave, or she will be disciplined. It may not so happen in reality, but you can expect it. Experience, in the same way, experience. If an employee who is much more experienced, if any employee any employee knows that if I do this, I'll be punished. If I do in this way, I'll not be punished. I'll be appreciated because of his experiences. So a newcomer, he may not have this kind of experience. So he may show wrong attitude, wrong behavior because of lack of experience. Because he doesn't know what will happen if I show this kind of behavior. If I become indisciplined, what will happen? So again, indiscipline may come from this in this way. Different values, different attitudes. Some workers' attitude is good. Some workers' workers are having bad attitude. So again, if your belief system is not strong, then what will happen? Again, indiscipline will happen. Indiscipline will depend on personality also. The workers who have good personality, obviously you can expect discipline from that particular workers, right? So these are the individual factors because of whom indiscipline may arise. Next, environmental factors. So environmental factors also, because of these environmental factors, indiscipline may arise in an organization. Okay. Like indiscipline, the workers uh, who is coming, who is coming and working in an organization, if it so happens that in his family indiscipline is there, all the members are quarreling because of silly matters. If there is indiscipline in his family, what will happen? He will be stressed. He'll be depressed. He'll be stressed, mazed, depressed. So again, while he will come for work, then obviously there would be high chance that he would be indisciplined. Indiscipline in educational institution, you may have done something wrong, and in your life, in your educational life, in your school, in your college, but educational institutions have not taken strong steps against things. So the same thing you will repeat, the same mistake you will repeat while you will be while you will do work in an organization, because of indisciplined political system where we know about it. Because of indisciplined political system, obviously indiscipline will happen. Indisciplined religious institutions, breakdown of social control mechanism. So these are the factors because of whom, these are the environmental factors because of whom indiscipline may arise in an organization. So I hope you have understood the causes of indiscipline. So in this video we have discussed, just I'm summing it up. We have discussed what are the causes of discipline and what is the significance of indiscipline. So in my next video, we'll be discussing about the remaining part of discipline and other HR topics will be covered. So thank you for your patience. Thank you all.